Hello students. So we are starting back again and our topic for today is interest on capital. You have done interest on drawings, now it's interest on capital. So we have a few cases here. There are 3 cases where you will be told about the different treatment of interest on capital, that in which case how we treat interest on capital. So the first case is when partnership deed is silent about providing interest on capital. So this you read in the beginning also, that if there is no no provision for providing interest on capital in the partnership deed, then what is the treatment? Then no interest is allowed on the partner's capital. So suppose the example I have taken here, two partners are there, A and B, and their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. A's capital is rupees 2 lakh and B's capital is rupees 1 lakh. So in the case 1, if we take this example, that if the partnership deed is silent about providing interest on capital, alright, it is silent, means no interest has been mentioned in the partnership deed, no rate of interest has been mentioned, and the profits for the year are given to you as rupees 50,000, then what will you do? So because there is no interest rate mentioned in the question in the partnership deed, you will make the P&L appropriation account, and straight away whatever profit has been given, you will transfer the profit to partners capital account without providing interest on capital to the partners. Alright, this is case 1. Then coming to case number 2. Case number 2 is further divided into 3 parts. So here partnership deed is providing for interest, means some rate of interest will be given in the partnership deed, but partnership deed is silent about whether you are going to treat the interest on capital as a charge against profit or as an appropriation of profit. So till now whatever questions you have done, we have always treated interest on capital as appropriation of profit, right? But now it is also possible that can be treated as a charge against profit. Alright, so you all know that if it is treated as a charge against profit, it means interest on capital has to be given whether there is profit or not, means even in case of loss. And when something is a charge against profit, then we show it first in the P&L account, alright, and otherwise we show it in the P&L appropriation account if it is an appropriation of profit. This you all know already. So the 3 cases are for the divisions of this case 2. If there is loss, then no interest will be allowed on capital. So if there is a loss in the firm for a particular year and you are treating your interest on capital as an appropriation, alright, I am not talking about treating interest on capital as a charge here, I am talking about treating interest on capital as an appropriation. So obviously if there is loss, then in case of loss you cannot provide interest on capital. Alright, so let's see one example here. Same example we are taking. The A and B, two partners, 3:2 is their ratio, and 2 lakh and 1 lakh is their amount of capital. So partnership deed here is providing interest on capital at the rate of 8% per annum, but there is a loss in that year and the loss is of rupees 50,000. Alright, so what are we going to do? Because we are treating as an appropriation, then in that case we will make only profit and loss account. Alright, and then we will show to P&L account rupees 50,000, and by loss transferred to A's capital account and B's capital account in their profit sharing ratio 3:2. Alright, why we have not made P&L appropriation account? Because we are having only loss. So in case of loss, if we are treating interest on capital as an appropriation, then we cannot show it in P&L appropriation account. Alright, the next case is 2B. Profit before interest is equal to or greater than the amount of interest. Alright, means the amount of profit that is given to you, it is either equal to the amount of interest on capital of both the partners or it is greater. Then you can provide for the whole amount of interest on capital. Alright, let's look at one example here. 2B. So here same example we are taking of the same partners AB. Here it is given that the partnership deed is providing for interest on capital at the rate of 8% per annum and profits are given to you rupees 50,000. Alright, so what are we going to do here? 8% per annum, you will write profit and loss appropriation account. On the credit side you will show by P&L account rupees 50,000. This is given in the question, 50,000 profit, and then you will give interest on capital to A and B 8% per annum के हिसाब से you will give on rupees 2 lakh and rupees 1 lakh. So you will get 16,000 and 8,000. 24,000 you are getting that you have given, and rest of the amount which is remaining you will transfer it to the partner's capital account. This is how you used to do till now. You all are familiar with this. Alright. But what will happen if the case is opposite of this thing? Means you have the rate of interest, but the profit for that particular year is less than the amount of interest on capital. What would you have done if the profit here would have been only 10,000 and this interest on capital is coming to 24,000? That is our next case. Alright. So here it says, if the profit before interest is less than the amount of interest on capital, here interest means total interest, whatever interest you are giving to all the partners, then first interest will be restricted to the amount of profit. Means you will give only that much amount as interest on capital as much the profits are available, not more than that. If the profits will be 10,000, 15,000, then only that much amount you can give as interest on capital, even if the interest on capital is exceeding the amount of profit. And hence profit will be distributed in the ratio of interest on capital, not in the profit sharing ratio of partners. You will better understand it with the help of an example. So look here at the example 2C. Partnership deed provides for interest on capital at the rate of 8% per annum. Alright, same example. And profit for the year is given to you 15,000 only. So when in the working note you will calculate interest on capital, when you will calculate on A's capital was 2 lakh and at the rate of 8% it will come to 16,000. And when you will calculate for B's capital was 1 lakh and at the rate of 8% it will come to 8,000. So the total interest of both the capitals partners, total interest on capital, that is coming to rupees 24,000 and the available profits are only 15,000. So this is what we are going to study in this case, that if this thing happens, first of all we will give only this much amount as interest on capital, not more than this profit. Alright. Another thing is this profit will be distributed in the ratio of partners' capitals, interest on capitals. Alright. So here you can see alright. This you have got the interest of both the partners 16,000 and 8,000 rupees. Interest on capital is greater and the amount of profit is less. So you are getting the interest rate 16,000 and 8,000. Alright, so A's interest on capital is coming to 16,000 and B's interest on capital is coming to 8,000. Alright, so you will take out the ratio of 16,000 and 8,000, which will come to 8 ones are 8, 8 to the 16, that is 2:1. Alright, you will take out the ratio of the interest on capital and in this ratio you will distribute the available profit among the partners. Alright, so here you can see what we have done here. 15,000 was the available profit. We got the new ratio as 2:1 when we took out the ratio of interest on capital of A and interest on capital of B. Alright, 2:1 we have got. So we will distribute this 15,000 in the ratio of 2:1. So A will get how much? 10,000 rupees and B will get 5,000 rupees. So we cannot give more than the available profits. Alright, this is case 2C. I hope you all have got it. Then next is case 3. Case 3 is when you are treating interest on capital as a charge against profit. Means not as an appropriation of profit. So first of all, what will come to your mind? When you are treating it as a charge against profit, you will make profit and loss account and not profit and loss appropriation account. And another thing is that you have to give interest on capital even if there is a loss. So in this question, rate of interest on capital is given to you at the rate of 8% per annum. And the question is clearly saying that even if there is loss, you have to provide this interest. Means they are treating it as a charge. Profits for the year, however, are given at rupees 15,000. So here you will write P&L account on the credit side by P&L account rupees 15,000. Okay. Here you will provide whole interest on capital 16,000 and 8,000. All right. We are giving here more than the available profits. Why? because we are treating interest on capital as a charge here. That is why you are giving away whole 16,000 and rupees 8,000. And whatever loss you will have, then that loss you will transfer to the partner's capital account. This is the main difference between this question and that question. Alright. Here also the available profits are 15,000. Here also the available profits were 15,000. Alright. But in this question, we were not treating it as a charge. Interest on capital was not treated as a charge. So what will you do in that case? You will provide only up to the available profits. That's why you took out the ratio of interest on capitals. That came to 2:1, and in that 2:1 you distributed rupees 15,000 between A and B. But here the question is clearly saying that you have to give interest on capital even if there is loss. Means you are treating it as a charge against profit. That's why you will give the whole amount of interest on capital to the partners, and whatever loss will be there, that will be transferred to partners capital account. Okay.